All right, hello again, everybody. Welcome to the third and final video on adding and subtracting rational functions, or rational expressions, excuse me. And what we're going to do here is take these a step further and look at a little bit more complex version of what we did in the previous slides. Okay, so here we've got a pair of rational expressions, and we need to find a common denominator. Now, as you recall, the first thing we want to try to do, and first of all, we notice that the denominators are not the same, is we want to factor each of these. So the y squared minus 9, if you remember, that's our difference of two squares form again. So that one can factor to y plus 3 times y minus 3. We have the 4 in the numerator. And the y squared minus 2y minus 3, that's another one that will factor using unfoiling. So this will become y minus 3 times y plus 1. We have the y plus 2 on the top. And I know I did both of those kind of quickly. It's because we've covered some of this in previous lessons. So if you want to go back and review some of that, you can. And now we want to find our common denominator between these two. And to do that, what we want to look at, again, is what's the same and what's different between the two. So notice, first of all, this first denominator here has a y plus 3. That's not in the second one. So that's going to need to be in our common denominator. So they'll both have y plus 3 down there. They both have a y minus 3, so that needs to be in there as well. And then this one has a y plus 1, and so that needs to be in both denominators. Okay. And then the next question is, how does this change the numerators, right? And so we have to look at how has each denominator been changed. So go from y plus 3 to y times y minus 3 to our common denominator. Notice we've multiplied by y plus 1. So we need to multiply our numerator by y plus 1. So that would become 4 times y plus 1. In the second expression, we have y minus 3 times y plus 1 to become this. We'll notice we've multiplied by a y plus 3 that was not there before. And so we need to do that with the top. So we'll have y plus 2. Notice I'm putting this in parentheses times y plus 3. Okay, and now we've got both of our terms written with common denominators. And we probably at this point want to multiply those out on the numerator and denominator. And I'm actually going to do that on the next slide when we go to do some algebra with this. Okay, so here we're being asked to add these two terms. And we know, again, to do that, we need to have common denominators. We've already found that common denominator. We know for both of them, it's y plus 3 times y minus 3 times y plus 1. And the first term here has become 4 times y plus 1 all over all of that stuff. That's ugly, I'll fix it. Plus, and the second term has become y plus 2 times y plus 3 times all of that stuff. Okay. And as I mentioned on the previous slide, to make things more simple for ourselves, we're going to, first of all, distribute there in that first term. So that would become 4y plus 4. And then on the second term, we have the y plus 2 times y plus 3, so we could FOIL that out. And if we did that, I believe we would get y squared plus 5y plus 6. And again, I know I'm doing this kind of quickly, but we've learned some of this in the past. Okay, and then now that we have a common denominator, we could add our numerators. So we do the 4y plus 4 plus the y squared plus 5y plus 6. And for the sake of room here, I'm going to add them in this form. So first of all, I notice the y squared here, no other y squareds. So that'll be in my final answer. We have a 4y and a 5y. If we add those two, we'll end up plus 9y. And then if we do 4 and the 6, that'll be a plus 10 here. And then all over our common denominator. So y plus 3 times y minus 3 times y plus 1. And that would be our final answer. Okay. And in this case, we'd often want to check, does that top part factor? Because maybe it'd cancel with something, or some parts of it would cancel with something in the denominator. In this instance, that's not the case. The top will not factor. So we can leave our answer just like this. All right. Now, again, I feel like I went through all of that kind of quickly, so it might be helpful if you want to go back and rewatch this video or rewatch parts of it. Okay, thanks as always for watching. That's it for now. Take care, everyone.